Jackie, I have another question for today's problem set. So for this LR, my basic approach is to diagram. Okay, that's wrong. Don't diagram. It seems you can do the diagramming in your mind. How did you handle that with those logic words like unless, only if, until? Yeah, Jackie, I do it naturally. I sometimes diagram for teaching purposes, but I never ever diagram for actual solving purposes. Uh, Billy, thank you for pasting in a lesson on formal logic strategies. I do think that that can be helpful. I also think that if you never learned any of the technical stuff, you could still probably intuitively score a 165 on the LSAT. I don't. Kaplan takes way too much time discussing that stuff. So does Princeton Review, Test Masters, Power Score. They all get super heavy-handed with all of the diagramming shit. And my philosophy is that, yeah, we can teach you lessons about unless, for example, but I never would emphasize that or spend a whole lot of time on that. There's no way that that's your actual problem. In fact, the fact that you try to diagram the LR questions, that's your problem. You need to stop doing that and just solve it more in your head. The words mean what they mean, and you don't need any diagramming in order to sort it out. Diagramming is a teaching thing, not an actual solving thing. So I'm
So you
sorry.
just basically process those problems in your mind, right? But
Yeah,
with lots of practice.
sure. Yeah, and sometimes some teaching, which go through our lessons by all means, like go through those lessons because the lessons are going to have the technical stuff. If you're struggling with those issues, then great, go through those lessons. But ultimately, you're going to have to be doing that in your head, or else you're. The problem with diagramming is that it takes a long time, and because it is necessarily abstract, it is very susceptible to error. As soon as you start diagramming stuff, you can fuck that up very easily, and it takes a lot of time. So if you can do it correctly on the page, you probably could have done it more quickly in your head. Mm-hmm. And if you can't do it in your head, then you probably can't do it on the page correctly anyway. You'll probably just make some errors. So I really mean this sincerely. I don't think anybody should ever write down anything on the logical reasoning. You don't need scratch paper on the logical reasoning.